Your roadmap to the latest in auto. Welcome to Highway Herald. The inevitable has arrived. Fisker, once a beacon of hope in the electric vehicle startup world, has succumbed to financial turmoil. Joining the ranks of Proterra, Lordstown Motors, and others, Fisker has filed for bankruptcy protection, marking a significant setback in the company's journey. This development underscores a harsh reality. Many EV startups struggle to sustain themselves amidst market challenges and complex business models. Here are 8 clear indicators that foretell Fisker's downfall. Number 8. Fisker's bankruptcy, understanding the fallout. Fisker's recent bankruptcy filing adds it to a list including Proterra, Lordstown, and Electric Last Mile Solutions. These startups faced similar challenges rooted in slow EV demand, fundraising difficulties, and global supply chain disruptions. Henrik Fisker, the company's founder, voiced concerns earlier about its sustainability, particularly after failing to secure a $350 million investment from a major automaker, rumored to be Nissan. Despite backing from notable investors like Adobe and Google, Fisker struggled to establish a robust business model, leading to inevitable financial woes. This isn't the first time Fisker has faced bankruptcy. A similar situation occurred in 2013, following the fallout of its Karma hybrid sedan amidst the 2008 financial crisis. Number 7. The decline of EV startups and Fisker's role. Fisker's challenges highlight the broader landscape of EV startups facing recurring struggles in the industry. Its downfall isn't isolated, but mirrors a troubling trend among newcomers, grappling with unsustainable business models like Proterra and Lordstown Motors. The failed $350 million investment bid from Nissan exposed Fisker's financial vulnerability. Amidst fiercely competitive market dynamics and slower-than-expected EV adoption, Fisker's reliance on the Ocean SUV exacerbated vulnerabilities. Sluggish sales and significant recalls compounded its woes, worsened by global supply chain disruptions impacting production efficiency. This experience underscores the broader challenges in the EV startup ecosystem, where innovation contends with financial sustainability. Recognizing these industry-wide issues clarifies why Fisker's bankruptcy reflects systemic challenges rather than mere isolated failures. Number 6. Unsustainable business model of Fisker. Like many EV startups, Fisker faces the challenge of an unsustainable business model exacerbated by early boom expectations. Despite attracting significant investment initially, the company now struggles to manage its debts and attract new investors. Hiring financial advisors in March signaled impending financial woes. Global EV market trends, including waning consumer interest in electrification, have also played a role. Sales downturns and inefficient production processes have plagued Fisker and its peers. Outsourcing production to Austria for the Ocean SUV aimed to expedite development but led to quality control issues and unmet promises, as highlighted in consumer reports. With its sole model, the Ocean, facing criticism and sluggish sales, Fisker's future appears uncertain. The company's failure to achieve market success underscores its broader challenges and casts doubt on its ability to recover in a competitive EV landscape. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore number 5. Fisker's production woes and supply chain struggles. Fisker's downfall stemmed significantly from production and supply chain challenges. Outsourcing to Magna Steyr aimed to cut costs and accelerate production, but led to quality control issues, notably affecting the Fisker Ocean with software and hardware problems that marred its reputation. Global supply chain disruptions exacerbated these problems, causing delays and higher costs, worsened by Fisker's financial instability, which hampered supplier negotiations. Despite plans to produce over 10,000 vehicles, Fisker struggled to sell even half, resulting in an unsustainable inventory. Initially opting for direct sales, Fisker later shifted to dealerships, but this adjustment came too late to resolve their issues. In conclusion, Fisker's struggles highlight the challenges of scaling an EV startup, emphasizing the importance of robust supply chain management and the risks of outsourcing critical manufacturing. These lessons are crucial for other startups navigating the competitive electric vehicle market. Number 4. Layoffs and financial struggles at Fisker. Layoffs have become increasingly common in the EV sector, and Fisker, amidst its recent struggles, has not been exempt. Just weeks ago, the company initiated significant layoffs as part of desperate cost-cutting measures to sustain operations. Simultaneously, Fisker actively pursued funding and potential buyout opportunities, ultimately culminating in bankruptcy. Henrik Fisker reportedly communicated to employees that financial obligations to major investors necessitated further workforce reductions, adding to multiple rounds of layoffs throughout the year. The downsizing began with a 15% reduction in February, followed by subsequent cuts in April, May, and June, culminating in the most recent layoffs just weeks ago. Estimates now indicate that fewer than 150 employees remain with the company. Despite these challenges, Henrik Fisker remains optimistic about the company's prospects, emphasizing their ongoing commitment to the Ocean SUV and expressing confidence in its continued success. Number 3. Challenges in Fisker's sales strategy. The Ocean debuted in 2022 as Fisker's sole model, a pivotal part of its business strategy that unfortunately faltered. Despite producing over 10,000 vehicles at the Magna Steyr plant in Austria last year, Fisker struggled to sell even half of them. Initially adopting a direct-to-consumer sales approach akin to Tesla's, the company shifted gears to include dealership sales in January this year, securing agreements for 15 locations in the US and 12 in Europe. However, these efforts failed to alleviate inventory issues, leaving around 5,000 cars unsold from the previous year. Amidst global trends of sluggish sales and waning consumer demand, Fisker's attempts to pivot seem increasingly futile. The company has been grappling with financial instability for months, underscoring the challenges of sustaining its operations in a fiercely competitive market. Number 2. The Recall Debacle. Just before its bankruptcy filing, Fisker faced another setback with a recall of its 2023 Ocean model due to issues with the motor control unit. Reported to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the recall stemmed from software problems affecting both the motor control unit, MCU, and vehicle control unit, VCU. These issues could unexpectedly trigger a fail-safe mode, resulting in a significant loss of drive power and posing safety risks. All 2023 Fisker Ocean models were affected, with additional complications like automatic shifting to neutral or parking when stopping, requiring a power cycle to resolve. Fisker aimed to address these issues through over-the-air updates, but the timing and effectiveness were uncertain following the subsequent bankruptcy declaration just weeks later. Additionally, Fisker announced a temporary manufacturing pause, prolonging uncertainty about when production would resume. Number 1. Ocean's critical reception and consumer feedback. Fisker's downfall can be attributed largely to the Ocean's poor sales performance, despite its promising specs on paper. This midsize SUV offered a spacious interior, advanced tech features, strong performance, and a range over 350 miles. However, real-world reviews, including a scathing critique from YouTuber Mark A. Brownlee, labeled it as the worst car he ever reviewed. Consumer Reports echoed these sentiments, criticizing the Ocean for its unfinished feel, software issues, and unfulfilled promises like adaptive cruise control. The review highlighted a poorly tuned powertrain with an unresponsive accelerator pedal in its default Earth mode, and criticized its uncomfortable ride quality. Additional problems included unreliable Bluetooth connectivity, sporadic safety feature failures, and a high destination charge. These issues, combined with visible quality concerns like dents and missing floor mats reported by multiple owners, compounded Fisker's struggles in the competitive EV market. Thank you for watching this deep dive into Fisker's turbulent journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Highway Herald for the latest updates on the automotive industry and upcoming videos. See you next time.